So the simulator keeps failing because it was a purely random and very abysmal result, like 20%. I don't think it was ever even 50%. So I expanded on that so that the user can have choices, can choose 4 different modes. The first one is random, which is the default, which was the only mode. And then second and third, some randomness, and then fourth would be the other extreme, which is only answer correctly. And so the second and third, some randomness, they differ in terms of what to pick if the number that was randomized was below a certain threshold. And so for number 2, it will pick the random from the number 1, whatever was selected by number 1. And then the third one will select from the most common correct letter, which is from the statistics that I've compiled that says which one was the most picked letter. So here, for example, here is B. So if it failed, the not random number failed to meet a certain number, then it will pick from the most common letter. So that's the fourth one. So for 2 and 3, the user can also select like what the threshold should be. So the lower the percentage, then you've lowered what the number should be in order to get the correct answer, which means a higher chance to actually get it correctly, to have more correct answers, therefore passing. And you can also change like what number to randomize, like 1 to 10 is the default, but you can make it 1 to 100 or 1 to 1000. And so I think because the passing is like 75%, must be greater than or equal to 75%, we should actually lower it to be much lower, not just 50-50, but actually 30%. So for example, in 1 to 10, then it should meet only at the very minimum number 3. So only have those 2 numbers that it will be a random number, 1 or 2. Because I tried 40%, so it must be at least in 1 to 10. In the range of 1 to 10, it must at least be a 4. It actually struggled to pass, the test. So you need to make it even lower, especially because the passing rate is actually 75%. So this is what this dashboard is. I've also made it like a complete dashboard so that you don't need to go to the other dashboard, even though it's connected, but you get to see the questions there as well, and also the historical choices. So that's so this one actually has that compiled result of what were the choices prior for this current number or prior to that number. So so this is what this is about. And you might think, why even spend the time to do that? Because maybe as a demonstration and how you can use the result to focus on what chapter to improve, or something like that, like a more realistic result that is not perfect, in which you can set an example to how to use the PDFs, for example, showing like what chapters to work on or something like that.